In order to make your layers look interesting, you might want to go ahead and add in layer effects. So we're going to work around with vector layer for it, and then I'm going to go ahead and simply take, let's say, a simple layer like a star shape right here. Let me just add in a color to it as well. So you can see that right now my shape is quite simple right here, but let's say I want to go ahead and add in effects to it. So to do that, you can go around over here. As you select the layer, you can go around over here onto the layer menu, and then you can go to layer effect. Once you do that, you can see that there's various layer effects that you can choose from. For example, you got bevel right here, and then as you enable it, you can actually see a bulge right here, which has been added in. You can change around the radius right here to change around the bulge, as you can see. And you can choose the type of the bulge as well. For example, you can choose inner bulge, emboss right here, you can choose outer, and so forth, and get a depth to your effect. So over here, with all of the effects right here, you get a slider. For example, you got the radius right here. You can soften it out. You can invert it out as well. As you can see, change the direction, as you can see right here, and then work around with it however you like. You can go ahead and move this out, and you can see that you get like a 3D effect right here. You can even change around the color of the highlight and so forth. So depending on the effect that you choose, there are various effects that you can actually go ahead and choose from. Even choose around shadow colors, as you can see. You can even add in an outline. So this actually adds in an outline outside, as you can see. So you can choose where you want your outline, like inside or outside. Change the opacity and even control the blend modes for it. So you can go ahead and then simply choose what you like. Experiment around with all of it. So there's 3D effect as well, as you can see. For example, you can change around the radius, soften it out, change around the diffuse right here. And you can see that immediately the boring shape that we had turns interesting right here. You can even choose the shininess, as you can see right here, the ambient, and the direction as well, just like this, as you can see, and even go ahead and change the color of the ambient, and then go ahead and change around the color of the specular as well, just like this. So you can change around the settings right here. You can even add in a shadow, as you can see right here. For example, you can go ahead and add in shadow, choose the shadow color as you wish, just like this as well, and work around with it right here, and even work around with the blending mode for it. You can add in a glow as well, so you can change around radius to add in a glow right here. Add in a color overlay so that you can go ahead and apply a color to it. Add in gradient overlay as well. So let's remove the color overlay. Let's remove everything, in fact, and you can see like there's a gradient that you can actually go ahead and apply to it as well. So you can go ahead and work around with it. And as with controlling any other gradient, you get different gradient, like gradient right here that you can control as well. There's even outer glow that you can go ahead and add in. Let's say, for example, I can go ahead and select out this. And since the background is white, you don't actually see it. But as I were to go ahead and, let's say, for example, select out something else, like, for example, these ones right here, I can change around the radius. You can actually see the glow right here, just like this as well. You can add in an outer shadow right here as well. For example, you can see that I got the shadow. You can change around the offset of the shadow, change the intensity of the shadow, and the color of the shadow as you like as well. Change around the radius right here, and that is what you have right here. So apart from that, you can also go around with the Gaussian blur, change out the blur radius right here to blur it out as well, and even preserve out the alpha channel right here when you blur as well. So you can turn this on or off, and depending on that, you can see like this is what you have. So you can also go around and, let's say, for example, if I were to scale this out, the effect right here, you can see does not scale with the object. But if I were to go ahead and use scale with object, you can see that the shadow right here, it changes out as per the scale of the object as well. So you can scale the effect right here with the object as well. You can even change the fill opacity right here and so forth. So there's various layer effects, as you can see, that you can go ahead and experiment with, as you can see right here, just like this, and get the effect as you want in an interesting way. And that is how you can work around with layer effects inside of Affinity. So I hope you guys learned something as always. And as always, please like, comment, share, and subscribe.